Yo, it's your boy GT here from the Gangster Times. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Also hit me up on Instagram, which is gangstertimes_official, and on my Snapchat, type in the search box Gangster. So this next story is coming from London, and two men have been jailed for money laundering for an organised crime network that was defrauding victims of millions of pounds through a sophisticated smishing scam. Quin, Huang, who's 37, and Clarke Morgan-Findlay, who's 27, were sentenced at Inner London Crown Court on Thursday the 11th of March. Huang was sentenced to 5 years and 6 months imprisonment, while Morgan-Findlay was sentenced to 2 years and 6 months imprisonment. Huang pleaded guilty to 2 counts of money laundering at Inner London Crown Court on Friday 21st of August 2020, and he pleaded guilty to a further count of money laundering and 1 count of bribery at the same court on Thursday 28th of January. Morgan-Findlay pleaded guilty to 2 counts of money laundering at Inner London Crown Court on Friday the 4th of September 2020. The convictions are part of a complex investigation by the Met into an organised crime network responsible for smishing fraud offences across the UK. The losses attributed to this OCN against 2 major UK banks is conservatively estimated to be in the region of £20 to £30 million. So the method targets individuals and companies using SMS text messages to induce victims to divulge their personal bank account information. In most cases, the victim would receive a text message appearing to be from their bank requesting a call in relation to an unusual payment. And the fraudulent message usually appears on the victim's mobile phone in the same message thread as genuine messages received from their bank, deceiving the victim into thinking it's a legitimate message. The number the victim is asked to call is not a genuine banking number and will put them into direct contact with the fraudsters who pose as banking staff and will take details needed to access the victim's bank account. Victims' money is then fraudulently transferred out to their accounts by the criminals who mule bank accounts that have been set up for this purpose. Once in these accounts, the money needed to be laundered in a process known as cashing out, which was Huang and Morgan-Findlay's role. These mule accounts have been set up in the names of individuals who were recruited by Morgan-Findlay on social media. Huang and Morgan-Findlay would attend high-end stores, usually in Oxford Street and Knightsbridge in central London, and would purchase luxury items such as designer handbags, jewellery and gift cards. They would then send these goods to the OCN that had organised the smishing fraud. So by OCN I mean the Organised Crime Network. So inquiries revealed that Huang and Morgan-Findlay were in regular contact with each other. Huang would ask Morgan-Findlay to obtain mule bank accounts. Morgan-Findlay would then recruit people on social media to open mule bank accounts, promising them a percentage of the proceeds. Huang would then provide details of the mule bank accounts to the OCN. Both Huang and Morgan-Findlay had access to the accounts, and Morgan-Findlay would often make a small tester payment into them from his own bank account. When a smishing fraud took place and money was transferred into the mule account, Huang would contact Morgan-Findlay and they would meet at an agreed location in central London to cash out. After the laundering process was completed, Morgan-Findlay would often brag to his numerous contacts and send videos and screenshots of the mule account, displaying the stolen proceeds in a bid to encourage them to open more mule accounts. The defendants' mobile phones had thousands of messages relating to these offences, as well as photographs, screenshots and videos of mule bank accounts and bank cards. It's not possible to establish the precise number of how many money laundering offences are evidenced on the mobile phone, but it's believed to be in the hundreds. However, the prosecution was limited to a total of 15 offences of money laundering, 12 between the dates of 11th of July and the 2nd of October 2017, and 3 between the dates of 28th of August 2019 and the 16th of January 2020, totalling in excess of £250,000 of losses to victims. The Met commenced its investigation after officers were alerted by the Cyber Defence Alliance to a Facebook account which appeared to be in use for the sole purpose of attracting money mules. The Cyber Defence Alliance came across the accounts after it identified a campaign on social media to recruit the money mules. The Cyber Defence Alliance subsequently managed to identify the mule herder as Morgan-Findlay, and it submitted a detailed intelligence package to the Metropolitan Police Service, which led to detectives undertaking extensive additional inquiries. Videos and photographs were posted on the accounts linked to Morgan-Findlay, requesting various types of accounts that he wanted. In one of the videos, Morgan-Findlay is seen wearing a Cartier watch with a black strap. During another communication, he gave a mobile number that he could be contacted on, which came back as a number belonging to him. April 2018, Morgan-Findlay was arrested by officers who recovered the mobile phone and a number of items, including a Cartier watch identical to the one on the Facebook video. He was released under investigation, pending further inquiries, and he was interviewed under caution on 2 further occasions where he answered no comment to all questions put to him. On Thursday, June the 18th, 2020, Huang was arrested at his home address on suspicion of money laundering. Officers seized over 100 grand in cash, as well as designer handbags and watches. During his interview, he initially denied any involvement before changing his story to say that he'd been threatened into doing it, and he was charged on the same day. Officers re-arrested Morgan-Findlay at his home address in June 2020 on suspicion of money laundering offences. He answered no comment to all questions put to him and was charged on that same day. Following further inquiries, Huang was charged with an additional count of money laundering and 1 count of bribery. So Detective Constable Ray Black, the investigating officer from the Met Cybercrime Unit, said this has been a long, complex investigation which saw officers working around the clock for more than 2.5 years to bring Huang and Morgan-Findlay to justice. I'd also like to thank our partners at the Cyber Defence Alliance for bringing this to our attention and providing us with a comprehensive evidential package which allowed us to kickstart our investigation. Huang and Morgan-Findlay made their living off misery of others. While there's no evidence to suggest they directly defrauded the victims themselves, they clearly played a key role in this organised crime network. Money laundering is often glamorised in popular media and can be thought of a victimless crime. However, every pound involved has been taken from an innocent member of the public, and it has a significant impact on their lives. And the CEO of the Cyber Defence Alliance, Stephen Wilson, said the CDA, working with our member banks, were able to identify significant criminal activity of an organised crime network who were fraudulently obtaining large amounts of money from UK customers. We supplied our partners in the Met with actionable intelligence, and through complex inquiries they were able to identify a group of highly active fraudsters who were stealing millions of pounds from unsuspecting members of the public. And these convictions illustrate the importance of industry and law enforcement working together to protect the UK public. Absolute crazy, guys. What do you say to that? So 2 men have been jailed for money laundering for an organised crime network that was defrauding victims of millions of pounds in a sophisticated smishing scam. So Quin Huang got 5 years and 6 months, while Morgan-Findlay got 2 years and 6 months imprisonment. Let me know what you guys think. It's your boy GT. Keep it locked, keep it real.